Well, okay. It's been a while since I've actually completed a four-job Fiesta. I think I tried last year and fell short. Maybe? Or was it the year before? I'm not 100% sure. But I know I got cut short last time. I know was also trying to use the actual physical cart. I was using the basically the Famicom or Super Famicom version with the patch in the Retron. This time I'm just going to use the. Excuse me. I'm just going to use the old Retro Arc version. Now use the GBA version, so better translation overall. No silly weird names, no goof ups. I will try to figure out what I'm doing with this game. Well, I mean, I remember a lot about it. It's just there are certain things that you need to do for certain classes. I also drew the unfortunate. Well, I drew the unfortunate start of the white mage, which means my offense will be very bad. But I can at least have some people healing through the damage. I think it's still a better start than Thief. If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've run. Since I've run and had wonderful choices such as White Mage and Thief out the gate. There was some earlier runs where I did basically have access to like all the jobs right out the bat, so I could kind of pick and choose early, which in some ways was good, but in other ways, so many classes didn't get any weapons until you had that crystal anyway. So don't worry, nothing bad will happen to anybody in this game. A Final Fantasy game. Hey, monkey walking simulator. Sometimes it can be pacing back and forth simulator while you're chasing rare drops or that drops that quote unquote rare drops that you actually need depending on what your classes are. Because at 4-Job Fiesta, sometimes you just have to have certain items. Thank you. I set it up a ways back. So I've got all the different... I've got different images for each of the different people that have all their different job outfits. Also, a Tomos on the side. This is back in the days. So I had set this up originally during the days of the you could do ads for bits stuff. So it was kind of fun having that Atomos on the side, so that when people would drop bits in, they would go sideways across the screen and into Atomos's mouth. Alas, the days of ad for bits are long behind us. How goes the things, monkey? How goes the wuthering? The worthering. The worthering. I gotta say it like the hard candy. How goes the hard candy? Bonfire. It is bonfire. If only I could just collect some souls and level up. Now in coffee flavor. Let's go check out this meteorite. You know, wait over here, just in case I need to like run away real quick. You're over here, so I can't escape quickly. What? I'll just beat up goblins. Ooh, it's over. Swapped out your healer for our more offensive support. Nice. Professor Man with guns and a Zippo. Sounds somewhat useful. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, Annie? No, I mean Lena. My name is Lena. You are... Butts. Oh, Barts. Sorry, they didn't translate that. I usually always start with bone. As my first run through. Show me bones. I mean, you're lucky that it only knocked you out and not like, you know, decimated you. Yeah, an impact of such caliber. Have a connection to the wind stopping? Maybe. Did you hear something? No. The game didn't play a sound effect. I didn't hear anything. What? My aching head. You and me both. I can't remember anything. You got amnesia. Name is Galoof. Nope. The good old days when amnesia just meant like, hey, somehow I've forgotten everything. I'm going with you. I feel it in my bones. No, I'm over here. Your bones is over here. Bones is in another castle. Godspeed and all that. Ooh, okay, so secret number 1 in the game. Go over here. Get this. Ah, extra Phoenix down. Amazing. All the tips and tricks. No, I don't remember all the tips and tricks. Just some of them. At least early on, I won't have to. I can, until I get the win jobs, I can still equip all the fancy stuff I get in the tower. Oh, let me turn that volume down. I am. No, not that. Why is that so loud? I thought I turned that down. Well, anyway. And then I can turn this back up on this end. I think that should be fine. Yeah. A little bit there. A little bit there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Quah. Everybody just makes sound effects. Like wrestlers in the ring. Just grunting and puffing and... Hey, Bones gained a level. I'm not sure what happened. You know what? I was doing fine. Didn't yawn a bit until I started talking. And then whatever reason, I started talking and immediately started yawning. I'm sure it'll work out. Oh, I gotta put the lines down. Oops. Ooh. The dog can't even see outside. The lights are off. I don't think you're gonna make it to tool it that way. Oh. Can't get to the wind shrine, then what happened? I do like that in his portrait here, he's like totally white-haired, but his sprite is still blonde. course, also Bones is very light hair, like light everything. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Every character is just very sun faded. Awake? Old dog is ready for anything. Must be a way to reach the witch. I do kind of find it funny that like early on they hadn't really established how big a chocobo was, and so like your whole party can just ride one bird. Hey, here, okay. So, I believe everything is equipped fairly. Yeah, it's a knife. Philip just has his hands. We'll be heading into the cave with the bats. Been caught stealing bats. That's spring. Oh, I got in a fight trying to get into spring. I thought that was supposed to get into like the tutorial cutscene there real quick, but did we get interrupted? Or do I have to get further in the water? Let's see. Okay, just further in the water. Hey. Some random water heals you. Uh-oh. Devil Crab. The sequel to Devilfish. We're all back roads, so unfortunately we'll do trash damage, but... Yeah, for folks who don't know about 4-Job Fiesta, 4-Job Fiesta is a yearly run that's been going on for, probably a decade, maybe? Decade at least? I don't know. It's been going on for a while. And go to, like, I believe it's 4jobfiesta.com. It's like kind of a sign up. And it's basically a little program that'll randomly assign you jobs. The game has a whole load of jobs to it for basically classes, like things that your characters can be. And the 4-Job Fiesta is just a way to limit down to 4 or 5, depending on kind of the different modes you pick. it has a way of kind of just selecting different jobs that you can get during your run. Sometimes, if you're just running a normal run, like I've got here, I can get like any job. There are different types where you might get only wizard type classes. You might get only not wizard classes, so you're just fighting melee classes. There's also I believe there's also types that like you can only pick jobs from. You can only get jobs that showed up in the first game, like Final Fantasy 1. I think it's used to be classic mode. I have to look and see what they call it these days. There's also some modifiers. Like I've got Berserker Risk on, where so like before Fiesta season starts, there's a charity that goes on, and depending on how much money gets put into the charity, every some odd amount of dollars, I think it's like $10, adds another Berserker to the pile. And that means that if anybody selects Berserker Risk, they have an increased chance of getting Berserker as one of their jobs. And the more that gets put in that pool, the more people will be forced to take a Berserker. Berserker in this game is just a class that you have no control over. You equip them with an axe or a hammer and they just swing. That's all they do. You get no control over them. If you are super unfortunate, you might end up with multiple Berserkers. It is possible to beat the game with 4 Berserkers, but the amount of time that you have to sit around and wait for the game to beat itself, basically, is somewhat maddening. So, it's generally not recommended to take 4 Berserkers. There's also a financial incentive to. You can, as a person who is running a Fiesta, you can spend money into the charity to buy off your Berserkers. So, if you happen to get 3 or 4 Berserkers, you're just like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this. You can cash in some money into the charity fund and get rid of your Berserker and get a regular roll and preserve your sanity. This is a pirate hideout. A keel haul. Nice. I'll take it. Sneak up and steal their ship. We'll pirate from pirates. It's genius. Sorry, I'm trying to reposition my... I've noticed that my shoulders get really, really tight in the evenings. I've activated the thing. I don't remember what that thing specifically was. Some guys sleeping up here. There's another door somewhere. Not down here. That's a thing later. I might be trying to poke around at things that don't exist yet. We'll just hotwire this car. I mean, boat. Somehow just grabbing the wheel hasn't worked. Oh ho ho. Huh? Of Tycoon? You degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirate. Ah. I'm just singing shanty. Hmm. I don't even remember much of the yo ho ho and a bottle of rum shanty. It's been a while since I've heard a good pirate shanty. We used to hang out with a bunch of people who did Renfest, and they would sell stuff there at Renfest. They would make leather hats, and that whole crew would do the pirate area. They were part of the little pirate crew or whatever. So they used to do, shanties all the time. And your amnesia oh so conveniently returns. Alas, I do not remember them. My father is. Mm-mm. Darken the screen, implying that you're asleep. Why did the Princess of Tycoon have the same pendant? You know, the same pendant you have, the same hair color. What? Well, we have to progress this game somehow. Get to it. Soldier, I'll come up and say hello. This is like always like the coolest thing about this game to me. Just like, oh hey, well, we don't have wind power for our boats, and we're not getting into the steampunk thing just yet. But here's cool like sea monsters that pull your boat around. So, the fastest thing to do here is say no. However, it is like a time-honored tradition to let the pirate do his one job at least once. If you do multiple runs, you can do it yourself. Just, you know. But at least once, just let him get you to the temple. Oh, probably should like save it out here actually. On the off chance that something goes, it probably won't, but you know. Okay, one here. Come see these guys over here. Now there are monsters in the shrine. Okay. Go down here. Some 5 potions. You can heal up just in case you are wounded, but you won't be, so. Hey, MJ, how's it going? I am just kind of doing. Yeah, I hear you. Kind of just doing chill out, you know, wind down things to close out the night. He's been it's definitely one of those days where I have definitely felt the later half of the day has just been existing. I did manage to get up early and make it out to do a brief spot of fishing. Where did I... Huh? Or did I... I'm not sure what happened there. I did manage to go fishing just long enough to like catch something, and then rainstorms happened, and I was not only not dressed for it, I had no poncho, no rain gear at all. I kind of like froze out for a bit. I also had a storm. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I would hate to imagine like bad storms with the with all the power issues and stuff that you've been having lately too. Like I can't imagine like, you know, how well that would hold up to a good storm too, on top of it all. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's always real miserable when that kind of stuff hits without warning. Like this morning, so yesterday was was pretty clear. Nothing. The night before there was supposed to be this big storm, and it showed up for like an hour and was gone, and it wasn't like hardly any rain. Though yesterday was still, pretty like very light cloudy. I was like, okay, not a problem. Tomorrow will be nice. Cool. So as I get in the car, I notice like, oh, it's a little cloudy out here. But it's still dark. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yeah, it's still cloudy out here. Whatever. Not a big deal. As I start to head north, I look along the horizon, and it's just this weird kind of black wall in the sky. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty nasty. And it looked worse than it actually was, because the rain wasn't like super bad, and it wasn't like lightning or anything. It was just all of a sudden out of nowhere, as it started to light up, like as the sun was coming up and everything was kind of getting brighter out. It was just like snap of fingers. Here's the storm now. Oh, I lost a character to that. I should have potioned up. Well, Wing Raptor should I say you're gonna use your thing. I'll just potion him. Yeah, those sudden storms when you're not expecting them and you're not prepared for them are usually the worst. Cause you're just like, uh, I have to get wet now. There's no other option. I probably should have stopped and got some other equipment. Like I think there's a store. Yeah, it is this. Yeah, I was a doofus. I should have grabbed that first. I could have equipped Galuf with the broadsword. His attack would have been a lot better. But I didn't. I took the shortcut and forgot about the other stuff. Okay, so there also is. I say there's also things hidden in the wall over here, but some jerks interrupted me first. Mold wind. Gross. It's right here, yeah. Of course, it's also just staff. crystal is shattered. So now, because we've unlocked a job, since I've already unlocked my first job and I know that I have to choose white mage, now all my characters are white mages. The foreseeable future, which means a lot of slow bopping. Oh, yes, it is. Hey, Flaming Rock. How's it going? Yeah. Like I said, I honestly think it's still a better start than the Thief start, but Garula's still nasty. I don't know. I always had the worst luck with Thief start, and not only Garula, but like the is it Magisa fight? Her name is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you hit almost as good, not quite as good as the Thief, but you can at least heal up and hide some folks in the back row. Yeah. Thief just gets owned eventually in both fights, really. But yeah, like I said, I have not run a solid Fiesta in a couple years, I think. So I just was like, I felt like I wanted to get one in this year at least. What do you mean? I don't know if I'll ever get around. I don't know if I'll ever get past the record I had at one point, which was like 5 or 6. I don't even know if you can look up the records anymore. They changed over to a new login system, so they might be somewhere in there still, but. And after I get this first one done on Retro Arc, I might switch back over to the Retron. If I do any more, I might switch over to the Retron and just use the old Super Famicom with translation patch for Knight, Monk, Blue Mage, Thief, Black Mage, White Mage. Get the old Carl. Yeah, the version. Was it the Super Famicom version or is it the PlayStation 1 version that has the goofiest names? Because I thought it was PlayStation 1 that had Carl Boss. But maybe that's the same on both of those, and it's Wyverns. Yeah, some of the translations in the PS1 version. So the name the common creature Wyvern in the PlayStation 1 version is translated as Y burns. Y space burns. Oh, right. I think you just go to the back, don't you? Walk all the way down. Like some silly goose. And there's a few others that were just real bad translation. But Y burns, and it might be Carl Boss is also in the PlayStation 1 version as well. Which, again, is why so many people on the Discord had Carl in their name at one point in time. Everybody just named themselves Carl. So If you'd like to know about the job system, I'll explain it much faster than the tutorial bird. If we get a chance. Because I have to go in here and change my jobs anyway, so... Here's all the jobs that you can become. They each have their own individual levels. Now, when you fight enemies, you will get not only XP, but you'll get job points. And that will translate into leveling up these classes that you are. Starting out, you don't have any abilities, but you will gain abilities as you level up jobs. So eventually, as a white mage, you'll get the job command white, and you can equip white magic onto other classes or other jobs. So eventually you'll basically have multiple people who can cast healing spells and do something else. And since I have to have white mages for all my jobs, everybody's a white mage. Of course, I don't have enough gear for everybody, so we'll have to get equipped in town, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. Magic also gets shared throughout the group, so anytime you buy, you'll have to buy magic spells at the store, but anytime you buy like a white magic spell, anybody who can use white magic can use that spell. You don't have to buy individual spells for each character, unlike some of the real early ones where you had to buy each individual spell for each individual character. Pirates want grog. You'd say they are very groggy. Oh. We'll poke around, go up here, get some weapons and armor, which is not much because we're mages. Because Ferris isn't hanging out in our party currently, Ferris will keep popping in to say, hey, by the way, buy me stuff too, and then leave again to buy stuff. We're going to buy, I believe, you know, I might as well buy 3 of them. I was going to say, I believe the next section will have a better weapon for somebody, or one of the mages will be able to carry a better weapon, but for now, staffs it is. Staves. Same thing here. So everybody's got leather armor. Need 3 leather caps. Can't wear shields. It's not our job anymore. The knife can be sold. We'll never use it. The broadswords we might as well sell. And a leather shield. Because by the time we get to any other crystals that'll give us jobs, we'll have another store that we can buy better stuff with. So if we end up with some class that can actually use heavier armor, I will be closer to another shop that can buy that stuff somewhere else. And then over here, be where the magic happens. So we will need to buy these 3. I mean, I could theoretically buy... No, I can't even afford all of them. Yeah, I can. But I don't know that I want to. And the off chance that we get a black magic class of some sort. Be kind of a waste of money, so... Yeah, I think there's... Yeah, it's like, there's one of these boxes that has stuff in it. Hey. From this angle here, this sprite looks like the advisor from SimCity. Just need some glasses. We need to go up here. We'll have a conversation with Zoc. Zoc. Let's go to wall. So we need to pass the Torno Canal. Beasts in the canal have multiplied like rabbits. Seem to have lost the key. Here's me on most nights, just waking up far too early for no reason. Going out to ponder crystals in my front yard, as one does. Crystals must be protected. As a kid, I apparently had blue hair. Grew out of the anime as we got older. Slightly creepy. Take what? The key, you doofus. No, there's no quick button that'll let you change who is at the face of your party. Unfortunate. I need to come down here. If we sit in this chair, we will get danced at. We will become some sort of fusion of 6 different people. Then we can just leave. And they'll stay there. You have to do that to sneak past them and play the piano. Play the piano poorly. Have much in the way of items. I believe, does the bartender sell us potions? No. Nope. Somewhere else then. Very suspect behavior. See if I can find the shop with is there a potion shop specifically? Not any. No, yeah, the new person area, which if you've never played a Final Fantasy game before, is some place that you could check out. There's also some funky, I want to say, exploits. There's certain things that you can mess around with the game that require you to go in there, or are easier if you go in there. Rather, excuse me. Here it's in the inn. In the inn. Yes. We need 2 potions. Actually, I guess we don't need too many potions. Theoretically, we will heal ourselves. We are our own potions. Let's leave town so that Ferris finally comes and follows. Excuse me. Trying to sit comfortably in my chair and not doing a good job of it. Smells of a long journey. We can't. That is true. We can't just let anyone raid our booty. That is very important. Very important life lesson. so now I need to go in real quick just to optimize everybody here. And then I think we kind of want to keep. You know, I ought to just put Galuf at the front. Keep Lena back just to be the pure heal bot for now. Oh. Once we get another job, though, we will change that around. I'll see if I can play long enough to get to another job tonight. I don't think it's too far off. I think the gap between wind and water is a lot shorter than water and earth? Or no, water and fire, sorry. Earth is a ways off. Crystals. Every time I read the word crystals, I just hear that line from the Crystal Method song. The crystal. The power of their source. The crystal. Then the crystal cracked. I think is just all from the Dark Crystal. That trigger any of your memory? We won't believe otherwise. We've got some crystals, let's see. Yay. Now we go over here. Oops. Save it. Just always a cheeky quick save somewhere. So one of the fancy things, just I'll point it out real quick. For those not really like in depth in the whole Fiesta fiasco, as it were. So on the GBA version, you have a save, and then you have a quick save option, which was meant for a handheld device that was battery powered. And it was just so you could save wherever. You just always pop the quick save. There are some fancy shenanigans you can do. The quick save option. It's the quick save. Using the quick save and then reloading resets your random encounter type, your random encounter table. So if you walk a ways into a room and then quick save, when you load back up from your quick save, you will be able to walk, another 20 some odd steps or so before you trigger a random encounter. There are certain points in the game where you might want to sneak in and not have random encounters and get some items before you're supposed to be getting them. And so you can abuse the quick save option to save and dodge encounters that might otherwise kill you. But there is all kinds of fancy little tricks that people will do for their Fiesta runs. Oh, good. I love it when we get back attacked and everybody's everybody that I wanted to normally just beat attack are all in the back row. So well. Yeah. The fancy thing about staves is you just point them at people and go wow. Make sound effects and they take damage. Ugh. Me start move some people up, I guess. Oh. Finally got one. Some weapons will work from both rows. I don't think the staff does. Because I think that's why you get the... There is a weapon we'll get not too long... in not too long that is a staff weapon that can attack from the back row, specifically. It is very handy early on. Yeesh. I guess we don't. Just keep spamming them heals. Hey. Gain level. Probably should heal up real quick. Hey. Should be getting close to the end. There we go. Hey, what's that? It's the dramatic music. That is. Oh god, that's Carl Boss's music. What's wrong? Well, I mean, even if you didn't know that there was a creature there, like, soldiers getting sucked into a whirlpool. So, like... you for stunning Lina immediately, but... we will continue on. Jeez. So yeah, unfortunately, this will tend to be how combat goes for the longest time. Just chiming sounds over and over and over again. Until we get another job of some sort that has some kind of combat. I don't think we get any combat magic on white magic until way late. And so once you unlock a new job, you can essentially select as many people as you want into that new job, so long as one person has each of the jobs that you have unlocked total. If I unlock some, far better job with the next crystal, then chances are I'm gonna swap everybody but one person to white. Everybody to that new job from white. I'll just have one white mage. And you don't ever have to keep people in the same job the whole time, unless you're playing a specific. I believe there's a specific mode that says this character has to be this job the entire way through, but that's definitely a lot harder because you don't get to mix up. You don't get to take advantage of combos that you might get from different job classes. So sometimes you'll have to really level up higher to get some characters to be more worth it. Or depending on what it is, blue magic, you'll want somebody, you'll want to go out of your way to get somebody a lot of the cooler blue magic abilities. Yeah, the red mage is definitely one of those where if you're stuck with just a red mage, or rather if you're stuck with somebody who can only take the job red mage, then the weakness of red mage is that you don't get particularly high level spellcasting on either white or black magic, but their special ability lets you cast spells twice, and it's kind of the only way to make that character useful if you're stuck just as a red mage, because they'll only get the second level of magic ever, so they need to be able to hit that, spam it twice just to really do much damage with it. And even if you can select red mage on multiple characters, red mage, the double cast special thing that red mages get is also the very last thing you get, and it's very expensive class-wise, so it's one of those things where you're never going to sit around and farm it up on everybody anyway, unless you're just really trying to. Oh, we're out of magic. Oh no, you've killed Bones. Somehow you missed. Can't let Bones die like this. May eventually beat Carl Boss. Damn, the same person twice. Very rude. finally. So yes, this is pretty much how everything will go up until we finally get the water crystal. We will essentially just ping it constantly for small amounts of damage. Garuda is going to be awful as well because not only will he have that same sort of problem, but also like Garuda after like half damage or like 60% damage starts attacking twice per round. So it'll get even worse. And then no, sorry, I think it's not just no, it's not 2 attacks per round. It's 2 attacks in response to your attacks. So it can be very awful. It's especially awful for thieves because you do so little damage and you're stabbing and then getting beat twice for it. Again, very awful for thieves, but we will hopefully be able to kind of stagger some healing around and dodge it. I believe for Garula, you have to put everybody in the back row. Maybe. Or maybe have one person up. It is it is definitely a time to get there. Surely Soldier is still alive out there. Guys show up, try to steal my boat, get my big fish killed. It's not a good time for Ferris. Also, the thing that you do if this was an all thief start, you would hang around in these boats and just fight skeletons constantly. So you get daggers to drop for everybody. We do not have these. We will move on. Skeletons. I believe we can throw curious spells at them. Yeah, good old undead damaging. Probably not the most efficient use of MP, but you know, it's a different action than like slowly bopping them to death. Undeath, re-death. Gain level, gain level. Now we'll find this path of rocks to hop on. On this one plank is the flail. We want to put it on Lena. She's in the back row. I believe it's a back row weapon. Look at. Oh, it's not going to tell me because. Oops. I'll double check real quick. I'm pretty sure. Full power from back. Yeah. Hey. Now Lena can bop from back row. If only you could get more of these early on. still makes the same sound effect, oddly enough. Trying to adjust in my seat here. Okay. I'm not sitting comfortably. We'll say. We'll say I am a poor posture pal. Gain a job level. Quick. Okay. And that just means that I could equip characters with, if they were not white mages, I could equip them with the job ability to cast the first tier of magic spells for white magic. It's kind of pointless currently because we're all still white mages. Let me get up real quick. Adjust 1 second. Okay, just gonna adjust my chair cushion a bit so that my backside doesn't go numb. Maybe one of these days I should look into a standing desk, maybe. A standing desk for streaming. Probably sounds like a not the best idea. Found a tent. You go here. We have to go this way? Well, I mean, it is fair enough, like, maybe the first thing you wouldn't want to do is, like, try to swim into the guts of a sunken ship. It's fair concern. Oh, nice. Mist. Oh, we should have had, like... Oh, how much MP is it? I think there's a spot coming up that we will get our stuff back. So, peppering everybody with some extra damage is probably a good idea. Victory. I believe there's in here. No. Other box. Different box. That one. Skull box full of money. Let's see. Ooh. Maybe we should pop a pick group heal. Lena. Yeesh. Why am I missing so much? Bones, Ferris, gain a level. We need. Eesh. Okay. Ooh. That. Okay. The other way, they had the item. I think it was just Phoenix down. They also used to keep tallies of there are a few like holes that you can drop throughout the game, and they used to keep a big running tally of them. I believe they're called, what was it, speed traps? And there was like, I think there's a command on their Discord that just tallied up how many times somebody fell into a speed trap. So some people would be like, oh, I will donate a penny for every speed trap that people fall into this year. Or, people would be like, oh, I'll donate $5 for the first 10 people that complete a run, etc. Yeah, and that's not even like the ones beyond that, like the built-in ones where, like I said, you can get rid of a berserker if you had one and you just like, I want to buy a different thing. I believe you could straight up just buy any class to slot into there. For everyone who uses bear, like, yeah, that's one of those too, because sometimes there are things that you would never ever take over another thing, and like the chicken knife was always just the better weapon to choose. You had to kind of buff it up by running away in combat, but you could sit there and level that thing up to being basically one of the most powerful weapons in the game, etc. Essentially, and so anybody who was running Fiesta would take it. And yeah, having somebody go like, well, here's an incentive to not use the overpowered object. Like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take the Brave Blade. But I definitely remember all the ones that were like, I will, I'll give a dollar for everybody who does does the all the super bosses as well. So they will keep track of whether or not you've cleared various fights. Well, completing the game is one thing of its own, but there are specific items you get if you defeat Omega and Shinryu. So if you defeat them, you can take you can take screenshots of those objects and send them in, and they'll verify whether or not you've completed those. And there were definitely people who would, you know, have donation incentives for whether or not people would complete. What did they call it? Triple Crown? I believe that's what it was called. Yeah, Shinryu is definitely the easier of the two, and there's a lot more strategies involved there. Omega just always involved you having to cheese Omega in some way. If you had Chemist, you were usually fine. Chemist and or Bard were usually like the two go-tos for fighting Omega. And in the Bard's case, I think you still had to have... I'm trying to remember what the strategy was. Like, you had to constantly be spamming Stop Song, because like it would temporarily stop him, but like he would just come out of it. You had to constantly have people spamming Stop and then sneak in the occasional damage. Was it that, or like you had to have the reflect rings to keep, because you can't reflect all of his attacks. No, I don't really need to. But yeah, Shinryu definitely more. Right. That's what it was. There is just a lot fewer strategies that you can actually do to fight Omega. They basically all involve cheesing him. There's no other real way around it. Hey. Found a map. It's also one of those things where it becomes increasingly more difficult to do, depending on the number of berserkers you have. There are, like, I want to say I've done Omega with like one berserker before, but once you started getting more berserkers involved, the possibility of actually clearing it is much smaller, just because you have so few people who can actually act and do things. I think so long as you have a chemist, you might still be okay, but because chemists are just the most broken class in the game. But Something's fishy about this. And it ain't caught. Bone, come closer. I will do my best to get at least the water crystal tonight. Like to end on that, but we'll see how like difficult Garula is. That might be a bit of a headache depending on how that goes. Grandpa over here. Huh? I have defeated you with the power of forgetfulness. Fat chance, Missy. They're my friend. Open your eyes. I will beat your souls back into you. Human soul is just like a TV from like the 70s or 80s. Just a little percussive maintenance. Jar it back into place. It'll be alright. Oh, here it comes. Ooh, silence. A bit of a bummer for characters that actually are based around casting spells, but that's fine. I guess we'll just bop. I probably should cure, because another blizzard would probably take him out. Siren has become one of the undead, which is very good for us, because we are white mages. Just cast a bunch of cure. Oh, except for you, Bones. We're still silenced. Oh, God, wrong. Too excited to be casting cures. Oof. Undead Siren hits a lot harder. Probably should just cast the spell again. Oof. Very painful. A little bit of group. Oof. Get rid of that poison real quick. heal Galif a bit better. And return to bot mode since Siren is not undead anymore. It's so weird to me that like computer would ever use a spell like Libra. Like, it seems goofy that the game would be like, ah, I need to see what level this character is. Not of the level to be hitting properly. Oops, no. Hey. Got a bronze shield that nobody knew. Very nice. Nothing of the sort. Alright, so our boat is broken. Forever tangled into the pile of other broken boats. Oof. Take so much damage. I probably ought to just move everybody to back row. And just live with the even worse damage output, but close. Town is like right down here. Trying to avoid like using a tent when the town is like right down there and I can just get healed up at the end. Miss. But hey. Getting closer. There we go. Oh. Just realized that we still have to go through the mountain first before we can actually do the tower, the water tower. See how long. See how long the mountain takes. The water temple is not particularly long, but I don't know how well the Narissa fight is going to go. Or Nagisa, whatever her name is, on the mountain. To go. Not super useful to us, since we don't have any classes that can use it. We can come down here and get this frost rod. Very nice. I guess technically we can break rods, but we can't like use it more effectively or efficiently. Nope. There's gonna be too much magic for us. Protect is something. Don't think we can buy flails anywhere. Think there's any armor we can really buy just yet? Copper Curious? No. Cotton Robe? Yeah. Upgrading? What does that get us to? Defense is 2 there. 3 and 5. So not great, but more magic defense. I don't believe you have to go do this, but we'll play the piano just in case. On the off chance that we get a bard, you might as well play piano. Oh, where's the guy? Did it only show up if you talk to the guy down here first? Maybe that's the order. Order of operations. No. You. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. Talk to her there, and then this person will appear beside the tub. So find that. Person wasn't there before. Now this person's here. Look dragon-like, you know. Dragon glass. Now let's go. I think there's too much else we can really stock up on here. Get some potions, I guess, but... Oh, actually... we should go to the inn. And get end up. Other items. I think we start to get, yeah, I was gonna say some of the blind. We don't really need gold deals just yet. I'll take one anyway. Anything here? No. I'll hit the shop real quick. I'll do the mountain and then see what time it is when we get done there. I don't know if we'll manage to stay up too late on the off chance that maybe I sneak out and do some more fishing in the morning. But B, also, since I was up early this morning, trying to do that also. Probably won't. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Probably won't manage too late. Say. Then we can go to the mountain. We'll go to the mountains and see whether this fight goes any better. Oh, I should have moved everybody to the back row. Keep an eye on those wandering neighborhood cats. I also didn't move anybody to the back row. Eesh. Maybe I should give somebody more competent the flail weapon. Ferris, maybe. Somebody who's not missing all the time. I am ahead. Alright. Do this. Move everybody. Oh. Equip that. We'll give it to Ferris. See. Okay. Try this again. Get an immediate fight again. Now, close to immediate fight. Get bopped. Hey. Yeah, what I'll probably try and do is sneak in a little bit of Fiesta. Not every night, but on a bunch of nights where I'm just like, I want to do something, but I don't know what exactly to do. I can always sneak in, you know, an hour or two of the old Fiesta. And yeah. Oh wait, no, you have the flail. So I can't have you do the group heal. Oh right, that's the thing we'll need to do on Garula, is also have everybody protected up as well. That's level 2. Magic. Okay. Let's climb this mountain. Yeesh. Thank you. Should do that. Pop him. Yeesh. I think it also is a problem with just the mace has a lower accuracy. Worth, you know, it's worth $1,000 to come down this one. No, not interested. I think this is just a golden needle. Yeah. Please no more. I guess it's the one downside to playing this game late at night. It can be very tiring. Just slowly grinding through some of these fights, especially as all white mage. Just very deliberate, very slow. Especially when the word miss pops up and you're just like, oh, would have been done with this faster. But we just had to miss 4 times in a row. Hey. Bop. Yeah, I'll see if I can get through the mountain area here and get ready for the water crystal next time. Because I'm just slowly fading. Probably should get to bed a little early. Or, well, not super early. To bed early enough that I could potentially sneak out and do a little bit more fishing in the morning. Holy crap. Oh, we should. Such miserable fights throughout here. Rock slugs are not. They seem to be fairly. Poison plants, you say? If I touch any of these flowers, I will take damage. Cockatrice. I guess maybe we do need golden needles. Hopefully not. At least I got some. No, I would attack the cockatrice, but I should have focused on the cockatrice first, but well, first after I got rid of rock slug there. But, well. No. There. Gotta use a tent. Save up real quick. We'll have fun encounter next. Found the helmet. I guess. Yes. Addle-paddle, foul, complexion, scofflaw. Crush all four of you. Okay. So only want to get poison. I don't know if I can silence Mikasa or not. Try it. Definitely want a couple. Hey. We'll definitely want a couple protections. You're silenced, silly. Okay. Slowest grind. 5 damage a tick. Like bops to the shins and maybe the knees. At least Ferris deals the damage. Well, I guess the silence wore off. Quit being not silenced. Think, plonk, think. Oh. That was my goof. Thought I would auto swap back. Shut up, nerd. Oh, what am I doing? Need to kill. Need to kill the big guy. But not after we kill Megissa. Or not till after we. Oh, shit. How dare you? Silence. Nope. Stop this woman, please. We still have to move on to Forza. I swore we silenced her again. This will miss. Finally. Bling, bling, bling. Slow boppin'. Slow Forza boppin'. Man, such low. Oh yeah. You are definitely lagging. Look, half damage. From that tackle. Oof. I think we'll get there eventually. It takes so long. Nickel and dime. Large giants to death. Get in there. We're gonna get there. Gotta have you attack. Hey, finally. And we got a whip. We'll go up there and we'll get... Hear you. You're out of your gourd, young lady. Hey. Nice work. Let's saddle up. I don't really like hikes. Alright. I will land and save it. What a night, so I can get some sleep in. Come back at this another night where I am more energized and ready to do things. Let me come down here. Save it here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'm way too sleepy already, and white mages slowly bunking things is not gonna help out. So, I will come back, do some more Fiesta another night. But thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Are you doing a thing? And I'll just call it a night. Yeah, you know what? Oh, time's doing things. Let's go see what time's up. Later, everybody.